some of you. All right.
I've heard of it, but not doing it.
All right. So yeah, most people have heard of juice fasting, right? So what's the difference? Why juice feasting? Well, as the name suggests, it's all about abundance. The idea is that you drink at least 4 quarts a day of fresh raw juice. That's a gallon. I did this for 92 days in Costa Rica a couple of winters ago, and it was really transformational for me. And I'm waving this around, you don't know what it is. It's the Juice Feaster's Handbook. I wrote this little booklet about juice feasting to help other people do this if they want to. The main reason why anybody might want to do this, from my perspective, is to shift the body's energy focus from digestion onto elimination. So we use a big amount of energy every day on digestion, and if you take that away by giving yourself liquid nutrition, massive amounts of liquid nutrition, you can still function in the world like usual. You know, often when people are juice fasting, they become kind of dysfunctional, you know, kind of in bed. I know I was always like that. When you're juice feasting, you're getting so many calories, so much nutrition with at least a gallon a day of juice. You can go about life as usual. And if you do it for a really long amount of time, like I did it for 3 months, you can go seriously deep in terms of cleansing. One of the things that shocked me the most about doing this was that 92 days into living on nothing but juice, I was still having solid bowel movements. Nothing but liquid going in, solid bowel movements coming out after 3 months. I didn't think that was even possible. But I saw it with, in my own body. And stuff like that just blows me away. Like, where is it coming from? When I started to do this, I'd already been raw for 4.5 years. And people were saying to me, why are you doing this for 3 months? That's a huge amount of time. But I knew that I still had work to do on this body because I don't come from an average background. I come from a background of morbid obesity. And there's still things about this body to undo from my perspective. Like on my head here, maybe some of you, thank you Richard. Maybe some of you saw us recently on one of our TV shows. We were talking about these cysts on my head. I have these like benign fat cysts up here. They're totally, they're not doing anything. It's just like sacks of fat. I kind of think of it as, at some point my body was like, you just keep putting stuff in and we don't know what to do with it, so we're just going to put it up here. So I have on my head like these things. They're not doing anything, they're just sitting there. But it's kind of like, what, are these ever going to go? And you can come and touch them if you want. They don't bite. They're just sitting there. But things like this to me are an indication that my work is not yet done with clearing out this vessel. I have stuff to do still. And one of the other things that really was amazing to me with juice feasting was the level of energy that was coming through my system. There were points during meditation while I was juice feasting that I felt like I was being electrocuted. It was so intense. And one of the funnier parts of it for me was I started to set off car alarms when I was walking down the street. Not like intentionally, I wasn't like rocking people's cars or something. I just remember walking down